Hello everyone, this is Defense Politics Asia and this is the Frontline Changes report. We have quite a few frontline changes, not as many as yesterday. So we go to the Kursk front first. Over the Kursk front, there is a geolocation of Russian forces in the south of Zelenizhny, and this basically corroborates part of this claim that the Russians have made, or by at least by Ryba. So this could potentially actually means the rest of it might actually all be under Russian control. But that would be a bit too bullish, so I did not do that. So this is a frontline change over at Zelenizhny with the Russian forces going down the road. But this is going to be a very weak control because this is just open ground. The next frontline change, we jump all the way to the Kupyansk front. At the Kupyansk front, Russian forces continue to attack in the region of Novolimsk, and the Ukrainian mapping have expanded the Russian uh, zone of control in the south of Novolimsk. So this is the frontline change around here. The entire length of the front line is around 2 kilometers. So and perhaps the Russians are now attacking into Novolimsk. So we're not sure. So we just have to wait. Ryba actually reported on this. They say that they find it very curious. They themselves are not too sure what the hell is happening. They say that this is just a repeat of what they have done last year. So in the Kupyansk itself, the Ukrainian sources have claimed that the entirety of Kupyansk is now fully secured by the Ukrainian forces. So there's a negation of the previous Russian incursion into Kupyansk. So this is still a Ukrainian claim. I haven't seen the Russian mapping on this, so shall see how this goes. After Kupyansk, the next frontline change, we jump all the way to the Pokrov front. This Pokrovsk, and over at Petrivka, Russian forces have expanded their control in the western part of Petrivka, which means that the Ukraine forces are only left with a little bit of Petrivka, with not a lot of maneuver space for withdrawal. So this is the frontline change over at this Pokrov front. The next frontline change, we go to Kurakove sector. At Kurakove itself, Russian forces has been geolocated right in the center of Kurakove. So this make me draw a pretty vague frontline change. This is not entirely confirmed. Ukrainian mapping only draw it like this. Done. And this gray zone. That's what they drew. So it's like they really do not want to acknowledge the Russian breakthrough at Kurakove. So maybe it's true, maybe it's just like the Kupyansk situation. So let's wait and see. After Kurakove, the next frontline change is at Dalny. Russian forces have been geolocated west of Dalny. So I'm going to zoom in again. West of Dalny, and expanded the control and securing the western outskirts of Dalny. So this is the frontline change over at this sector. This is a small change. The movement of the front line is merely 1.3 kilometers. And after Dalny, the next frontline change, we go to Hihan. Or actually not Hihan, is but actually Konstantinopolsk. So I actually write this wrong. Konstantinopolsk, Russian capture. Russian capture. Yeah, it should be like this. So so the Russian forces have straightened the front line south of Konstantinopolsk. So that's all, very simple thing. And then after this region is the frontline change at Rozdone in the Velika Novosilka sector. Russian forces confirmed to have taken another tree line in the east of Rozdone, and the Russian forces have entered into the center part, capturing more than half of Rozdone. So this is the frontline change over at the Velika Novosilka sector. Otherwise, there's nothing else. There's a lot lesser intel over the past 24 hours. So anyway, so this is it. And if talking about the total area, the Ukrainians have retaken 1.47 square kilometers. This is basically the one at Kupyansk, and the Russians have taken the most ground over at the Kurakove sector, but that's of course not confirmed because that's referring to the incursion into the center of Kurakove that influenced this number the most. Then Uspenivka sector, with Dalny and the Konstantinopolski is the next actually biggest capture by the Russian forces. So generally the past 24 hours by the lately Russian standard, this is actually a pretty quiet 24 hours. So doing some calculation of the total Russian capture, 1.79 plus 0.43 plus 0.592 plus 2.98 plus 2.43 plus 2.02. So the total captured area by the Russian forces is 10.24 square kilometers. So anyway, this is the Frontline Changes report. Thank you for watching. Press the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next update.